Hey guys, I know I just did a video and uploaded it like a half hour ago. I want to do this separate from that video so there was something you guys could watch comfortably, for this week. I want to give you something that was comfortable. This is not going to be so comfortable. This is very personal. Probably the most personal, most embarrassing, most darkest thing I've ever posted online. Like, I don't dare publicize this on Facebook. If you're a family member, a close friend, someone who knows me personally, you may not want to watch this video. You're watching this video at your own risk. It's sexual in nature. So if your mom, if you're Kaylee, my sister, if you're my best friend Mike, you might want to turn this off right now. I'm giving you fair warning. This is your moment to turn it off. So I'm doing this video because I know I can't be the only one that's experienced this. If you're a heavy guy, I almost guarantee almost every one of you experienced some form of this or another. But when you're a fat person, like I was 7 months ago, I'm still a fat person. But if you're a fat person, right, there's a layer of fat that shortens the length of your manhood. And when the average penis is considered 5.5 inches to 6 inches, that's the average is right there. Inches count for a lot, right? When I was at my heaviest, when I was 417 back in July of 2021 or 2020, I considered myself average, and I consider myself on the low end of average, right? I was barely average at that point. Most of my life as a fat person, I consider myself average. On the average side, I was 6 inches, and that's with the added, or sorry, that's with the fat reducing me, right? So when I was 27 and I lost the weight, when I weighed in the first time at the gym, which I'd already been working out at home prior to the gym, but when I weighed in at the gym at 27, when I first went to that gym, I was 320, and I got down to 220, so I lost 100 pounds. And I want to say it was around 250-ish, right? So about 80 pounds then, 70, 80 pounds then. I woke up one day and looked down and thought, whoa, right? Like, I was proud of myself. Like, proud in a way I had never been proud of before. And so when I started losing weight and realizing I was onto an actual weight loss journey that wasn't going to end, I wondered when that moment was going to happen again. And this video isn't to brag. It's really to say that I understand what it's like to be a big person and to feel not proud of your junk when you're a big person. Guys are going to say, oh, I'm fine, blah, blah, blah. I would have said, oh, I'm fine because I was on the average side. I wasn't small. I just wasn't impressive. And going from, 5.5 inches, like back in July, with that, because the weight was restricting my length. We're talking erect, right? And then losing those extra inches, like I have, that's a big difference. And I know what it looks like when I'm 220. I am dying for that length back. That's one of the biggest reasons why I'm doing this, to be honest. I know it should be unimportant, but that gives you a level of confidence in the dating world that you just don't get any other way. mean, yeah, you could say it's all about how you use it, right? And that is true to an extent. But there is something to be said about that moment when you're about to have sex and you pull down your drawers and the girl gives you the look, right? That satisfied look. That gives you confidence. And I'm telling you, it's coming. You know, right now, I can pull down my drawers and feel slightly more than average. Because when I'm skinny, I'm well more than average. I'm trying really hard not to brag, right? But it's the same with girls, though. I mean, it's not the same. It's when you're a thin girl. I have a friend, my best friend, one of my best friends. I don't want to say who. Has made the point that, you know, him and his woman are going through a change, and he notices her difference too in a different way. And I'm just excited that I'm finally having one of those whoa moments. You know, woke up earlier this week and looked down. I was excited. You know what I mean by excited. And then I got excited a different way because I was like, oh, it happened. And I'm 80 pounds down right now, so it makes sense that it's about the same time. It's a couple of inches difference. You know, go from 5 to 7, and it's like, nice, right? And I still got inches to gain back, to regain back, you know, but man, when you're large, it does so many things to your self-worth. And length shouldn't matter, but it does. You know, that's the age-old question that people always ask, you know, does size matter? And you can compensate with being good, you know, but there's always something to be said about that moment. You know, when I was 27 and I was suddenly movie quality, if you know what I mean, the look on their face does an amazing thing to your psyche. And if you're that guy who's, you know, losing their penis because they're gaining weight, you know, I was at a point when I first started this journey where when I wasn't hard, I was struggling, man. I was not excited. I was not happy with it at all. Like, I was embarrassed. I was flat and burst. I would never dared wanted to show that to anybody. Matter of fact, I had sex with someone at my biggest, and my look wasn't great for that thing. I mean, even though I trimmed it down and tried to make it look as big as possible, and the sex itself wasn't nearly as good as what I'm used to. Like, you get winded easier when you're a big person. Thankfully, you know, she's still interested in me as that kind of a friend. She's someone who's a friend, but, you know, she still wants to fool around on occasion, and so I know she's still interested. She's made a point of that recently, and if that happens again, I'll be excited to show her that I've grown, you know. She's a great girl, by the way. I'm not going to go into all that, though. It's why we're not dating or why we're not a couple. We're just those kind of friends. But no, if you're that guy who's losing his manhood to weight, you gotta get out of your rut, man. You're in a rut. You're letting yourself lose out for pizza. You know, that's what you're choosing pizza. That's what I was doing. I was choosing pizza and cheese sticks at the cost of the look on the girl's face when you pull down your drawers. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, not just in the sexual end, but just in, I mean, even if you know you're not gonna fool around with a person, just knowing that you got that, you know, you got that impressive part, you know, does wonders. I almost wonder if the average size is based on the fact that there's a lot of fat people. I hate to say fat people. I'm a fat person still. I'm 325, right? I'm still very fat. But I'm a lot less fat than I was when I was back in July of 2020. And I'm a lot happier with myself in many ways, this being one of those ways. Just one of those ways that improves my life. But that improvement, it's big for me. I mean, I'm just waiting for those extra inches. I'm excited for those extra inches. And I'm sure that your wife would love those extra inches. So, do it for her, man. If you got a wife, you got a girlfriend, do it for her too. Not just for you. Do it for her. I really doubt she's gonna be upset that you gained inches. So, all right, that's enough. Whatever this is, just want to let you guys know, you big guys know, that you're not alone. You know, I was one of those guys. I am one of those guys that have dealt with that and am dealing with that and improving that. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna end this here. It's been a longer video than I wanted to go with, but gotta say, guys, I am happier in these last few months than I have been in years. I can't say what 80 pounds has done to me. You know, I've got like 105 to go, right? So imagine how much happier I'm gonna be this time next year when I'm assuming that's the goal, is this time next year to be 220. Imagine how my confidence is going to be soaring then, and how much happier of a guy I'm going to be then. I mean, you got to get on the train if you're struggling like I am. You know, you got to get on it. You can't just. The worst thing you can do is say, "I'll do it next month" or whatever. Do it now. All right, guys. Bye.